Howdy folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the DC Universe Classics Magog action figure set by Mattel. This is figure number 6 from Wave 19, which contains the S.T.R.I.P.E Collect and Connect figure for the Wave. This set was first available towards the end of the summer of 2011, and I purchased this set as a pre-order through the Entertainment Earth website, and I'll post a link down in the description below. And I paid $100 for the entire wave. Taking a look at the figure here in the package, you can see Magog here, and this is a figure that does not represent the Magog character from the Elseworld titles Kingdom Come. This particular figure represents Magog from the JSA comic run from the 2008, I believe. And you see here, Magog does wield his staff here, and he does sport a pistol in a holster there, and we'll talk about that pistol in a little bit. And down there underneath the figure you can see S.T.R.I.P.'s leg, and it looks like his right leg. Over here we have the back of the package, and we have a nice biography here of Magog, the JSA comic version of Magog, and some statistics. And we also have here a nice picture of the figure there. And down below we have figures from Wave 19. We have Sandman, the Atom, Stargirl, Lord Naga, or more commonly known as Cobra, Hawkman, and of course Magog. And we also have here the Collect and Connect figure of S.T.R.I.P.E. We'll be right back and have Magog here out of the package. Alright, we have the Magog figure out of the package, but before we get into the figure, let's go ahead and take a look at the Collect and Connect piece that comes with Magog, and that's the right leg of S.T.R.I.P.E. And unfortunately my lamps are washing out the details of this piece because there's a lot of detail. There's a lot of sculpted detail all throughout the leg of this piece. It's very, very cool. You can see the studs here on the armor plates, even the inner workings like pistons and stuff and gears. Very, very cool. Even on here on the back of the leg you can see some more of that detail, and even up into the joint area. And what's even neater is that this piece is cast in a pearlescent color, and it's very cool. It's not white, and it's got more of an off-whitish metallic type color. It's very, very cool. And to complement that is the wash that's applied onto this leg. Anywhere where there's a cut or a crevice in the on the leg here, there's a slight blue wash, and it's very cool. It really adds to the I guess the visibility of this leg. You can even see it along the edge of the boot here, slight blue. It's very, very cool. And there's the bottom of the foot there. Even has some sculpted details in the toe area. Very, very neat. This is the Collect and Connect piece that comes with Magog, the right leg of S.T.R.I.P.E. Now onto the Magog figure. And if you're not familiar with the Magog character, it's very interesting how this guy was originally designed. Now this figure is based off the Magog character from the JSA comic run, and it is very similar to where he made a first appearance in the Elseworlds title in the Kingdom Come series. And since it's very similar, I'm gonna go over this guy's I guess design makeup because he made his first appearance there. and he looks very much alike the comic version. Now, if you're not familiar with Magog, and he does look familiar to you, it's because the way Magog was designed for the Kingdom Come storyline, they basically ripped off a Marvel character, Cable, and he looks very similar to Cable, going with the eye here, the guns. Well, he has a small gun here, but and of course, I guess the staff here, which is much like his scimitar or scimitar, or I don't know how you pronounce that. But when they designed Magog, the DC folks actually ripped off Cable, and it kind of makes sense in a way, because the character of Magog in the Kingdom Come storyline represented a modern take of the superhero in that storyline. And the creators of the Magog character wanted to create a character that was that represented modern superheroes at the time. I think it was in the 90s. And so they basically ripped off Cable here. And it's got a lot of similarities in the way that the Magog character behaved in that storyline. And that's where the similarity is, if you're not familiar with the Magog character. But taking a look at the... let's take a look at the accessory first. And that's the staff, and Magog's power is that he's able to project energy through his metallic arm here, another Cable reference. But he has to channel it through his staff here, from the metallic arm through the staff. And taking a look at the staff here, it's made of a, I guess not a very hard plastic, but bendable plastic. But it's not entirely soft, which is nice. And it's cast in this goldish color paint, which is very cool, metallic paint. You can see the details of that. And you can see some painted details. Let me just go ahead and up the ISO in there. And you can see some buttons on the staff here, a red and green button here, which is very cool. And you get some more design work at the head of the staff. It's very, very nice. I really like how they cast this in this gold metallic paint. And then you have this little tiny hook-like thing on the bottom of the staff there. It's a very neat design. And the figure does hold it okay. It does have a better grip on it on the thicker portion of the staff right here. Near the control area right there, and that's cool. And both the hands are able to wield the staff, although the gloved hand here is open a little bit more than the left hand here. Next, gonna take a look at what's a pseudo accessory here. You can see my figure here is grasping the pistol that's in the holster here. Unfortunately, this pistol is a molded piece. It's not a separate piece. You can't remove this pistol out of the holster. I'm not sure why Mattel did this. Would have been neat to have this a removable separate piece, but they did not, which is unfortunate. I really don't understand why they did not include a separate pistol instead of having a molded one in there, but that's the way it is on there. Taking a look at the Magog figure, and this is a really nicely designed figure. Take a look at the head sculpt there. See some of the details. You can see the similarities to Cable with the eye here, and the I guess the star type pattern projecting from the eye. It's painted fairly well on there, and you got the ram type horns. I don't know if that was a reference, a biblical reference, because there's a lot of biblical references in Kingdom Come, and sort of in a way, Magog represented the golden calf or the false idol in that storyline. And I don't know if this was a reference to that or not, but it's interesting. You got the ram's horns there. It's very nice where it's cast in gold. Actually, all of this cast in a gold color is very, very well done. I really can't find any flaws, at least any bleeds or anything on the paint work on there. It's very, very nice. Very well done on here. Now, even on the armbands there, it's very, very cool. You can see more of the cable-like work there. Not the Marvel character, but actual cable-like, I guess, work on the shoulder and neck area is very cool. And this sash, or I don't know if you want to call it a sash, is sculpted on. It's not loose, or it's not glued on. It's actually part of the body mold, making this a unique torso here. And then you have these tassel-like things draping over the shoulder, which is made of a softer plastic, which is really nice on there. And then you can see some of the belt work and the pouches along the belt on there, and it's very, very cool, and leather-like on the groin crotch area. And then you have some more militaristic stuff going around the leg here with some pouches, which is very cool. And I like the leg sculpt here with the leggings. You got the folds in the cloth, which is very, very cool. And then you got the boots here, which is another nod to the Cable character with the knee-high boots and the pads in front of the knees here. It's very interesting. I wish this was painted a little bit more. It's just unpainted brown plastic here. It would have been nice to have a wash on the boot area. Very cool figure. Very well designed. It looks like Mattel put a lot of work into designing this figure. And you look at the metallic arm with the scale-like armor on there and the banding underneath. It's very, very nice. Very well done. Going over the articulation, the head does go all the way around and does go up and down slightly, but the back of the helmet here restricts a lot of the upward movement on there. The arm does go all the way around and does go out and in at the shoulder, as well as this arm here. The biceps can go all the way around, and the elbows do bend in and out, and the hands rotate at the wrist all the way around. You can even see some more of the detail work on the gloved hand there. It's actually kind of cool. The torso allows the figure to bend downwards, up, and very far back. There is waist articulation that allows the figure to go all the way around at the waist. The legs do go up, down, to the back, and out to the side. Although this left leg of the figure is much looser than the right leg, and I believe it's set a little bit lower, making the figure lean toward his left a lot. You really have to compensate it by adjusting the pivot on the hips there to get a straight pose there. And the thighs go all the way around, and this is very neatly designed. Normally the thighs on DC Universe Classics are a little higher, but they have purposely designed to go underneath the leg strap here, which is very, very cool. Very well designed. The knees do bend in and out, and the feet bend up and down at the ankle. And the way the feet are designed, it's naturally angled, so a lot of the times this figure will have his legs spread apart in a pose on here. Overall, a really nicely designed figure for a character I really didn't expect to see made in DC Universe Classics, but I'm glad they actually did make it, especially a JSAer, or a former JSAer that this guy was. And this is my casual peek into the DC Universe Classics Magog action figure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.